I feel like something with a bit of lemon in it.
Yeah, man. So goddamn hot.
Lemony, like hyper lemon. What's the chances?
Right.
Jun Hyper Lemon. We're here at the Jun Machining Shop where they do all the camshafts, crankshafts, billet flywheels, plenums and exhaust manifolds. Behind us we've got V16A, H22, EJ20, 4G63 and RB26.
Pretty sick, man. We're gonna go meet the guy, Junichi Tanaka. Nice guy, fast man. Let's go check it out, dude.
Jun Auto Mechanics is a world industry leader for engine components and made famous with their top speed cars.
Can't believe I'm standing next to the legend himself, Mr. Junichi Tanaka. Look, we've come all the way from New Zealand, sir.
Yeah.
We'd love to see your shop and some of your cars.
Oh, yes.
Can you lead the way? Good stuff. We're gonna go check it out. We're gonna check it out.
For the first part of the tour, we check out billet camshafts.
Alright, we just spoke to Mr. Tanaka and he showed us his milling machine. He makes camshafts right here. You can see here. And he puts in the engine type. So in this instance, he's got a B16A, which is a VTEC, or how would you say it, JT? A SheTEC maybe? SheTEC, yeah, SheTEC.
Basically from here, this is a raw grind, a raw kit, and then they stick it in the grinding machine, grind it up, nice and mint to their specs.
They also have an impressive array of modified crankshafts.
These camshafts are L series in this and old school LD20 and LD28. I'm sure there's a few more Ls, 24s or something. I think he was saying that these are actually OEM cams that they get, they regrind to their specs and then send back out. So this whole stack is, yeah, for aftermarket L series engines.
Jun modify all types of blocks from SR20 to RB20, CA18 and the hugely renowned Honda VTEC engine.
You know what, man? The parts that we just checked out were pretty cool, but I sold my right hand thumb to get here, man.
I know,
I need to see these drift cars or something, man.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I locked down a car for you to drift. Mercedes.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty choice, mate. Pretty choice. It's got a little badge on the front.
It's left-hand drive,
It's
man.
left-hand drive, yeah.
I think it's front-wheel drive.
Yeah. But see that little target you can like drift in?
That's cool, man.
Bro, I'm just kidding. I got you that. Look at this thing! It's intense!
No, guys, we're joking. This is a D1 GP car. Tanaka from Japan, obviously. He's sick today, so we're hoping to drive it next 24 hours.
Team Orange are one of the coolest teams in the Japanese Championship. This Subaru is one of 4 that Team Orange run this season.
Their cars are also orange.
Okay, this one has a 2.5 engine. It's got a K660R turbine, Blitz turbine. Apparently it's got a standard transmission, so I think it's still 6-speed, but it is obviously been converted to rear-wheel drive. So perfect package. I think at like 1.2, 1.4 boost, looking at 550 PS.
Yeah.
So this car is valued,
We say 12 million yen for the
12
engine.
million yen
For the engine alone.
So we're looking well over 120, 150 grand. Well, this car's got about as many modifications as I have ever seen. From the full, very, very intense roll cage, which is about, I don't know, it's based on an 8-point, which goes in front strut towers, also stitched to the A pillar, B pillar and C, well, A and B. On the roof, we've actually got 4 ducts that go into the boot area, which is where the radiator is mounted. And then from there, we've got 2 big ducts cut out of the boot lid to help vent it. We've just got 1 condenser in the front, being the intercooler, and 1 condenser in the boot. Everything's a lot more efficient. 265, 35, 18-inch Neova tyres. These are about the pinnacle of drifting. We have used these tyres a couple of times, and they're much advanced than any other tyre for drifting. One of the things I'm most impressed about this car is the attention to detail with all the bodyworks. From carbon Kevlar bonnets, even these ducts, these vents are actually carbon Kevlar, to a full wide body kit supplied from Dulac. All these carbon Kevlar ducts under the front and rear of the car, wing mirrors, and also these Lexan windows. Now these bad boys would probably be worth nearly $1,000 each. So just in the windows here we're looking at 4 grand, plus the rear window. Then we've got the rear the rear wing, and also under the back side of the car another main diffuser. So all up the bodyworks on this car, probably valued nearly 20 grand. But again, like I was saying, the way that they've all been fitted and constructed, right on the money.
Other cars we saw in this crazy workshop were things like this S2000, modified for slight circuit race and street. Also a highly strung drag Honda Civic with a full Integra front, a Sora, old school Sora that's built to drift, and then we got to check out the chop shop. Chinichi himself was saying he has over 400 front cuts just for tags.
Alright, what we've got behind me here is a 350Z with a 3.5 litre V6 engine in it. The only difference is it's got one hell of a turbo on it and creates over 1,000 horsepower. Now what they use these for is those top speed runs that you see in the desert. The first one of these they actually wrote off, like completely demolished it, and I think the car would have cost about 600,000 New Zealand dollars. The second one here, they're just rebuilding it now to go back into it, and it's pretty incredible stuff. Like it's got the big endless brake, it's got parachute on the back, it's got sequential gearbox, it's pretty intense.
While the other boys were filming in another part of the workshop, I decided to go and have a look around. I came across this Toyota Chaser that was being built for drifting. Also sitting in front of it was the R33 Skyline, which they do their top speed runs in. This car, in fact, has been well over 350 kilometers an hour, and I got to touch it.
And tucked away in the corner of the workshop was a full spec 350Z, twin turbo, 20 everything, 4-wheel drive, hybrid, and the owner of this got completely stitched. He actually lives in China.
The Eject System and how it all works. These are strategically positioned both in the front and the rear of the car. Now, main reasons being, generally these cars are way too low to even get a jack under them. Also for time factors, when you're at the track, you just got to get it straight off the ground. This system is pretty durable. I'm having a very similar system fitted to my RX-7 at the moment. Total weight of about 8 kilos. There's not a lot of extra weight in the whole car. Also, we've just come across, this seems to be built for four-wheel drive system. I can also see they've just done a cut and shut with the bell housing. So they've used the original bell housing and they've mated a four-wheel drive system to it. I think there's a pair of TD06 Trust 20G turbos mated to this, so you'd be looking 500 to 600 horsepower. A1 build.